Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was engulfed in this book. Tribes. We Need You to Lead Us, by Seth Godin. You know, a very wise man introduced me to this book. His name's Andrew. He's probably the greatest professor one could have, and I thank him for giving me this book. Obviously, the main point of this book is tribes, and he talks a lot about what a tribe is. Basically, he describes tribes as groups of people that have been around since basically the beginning of time. Man has always sort of formed himself into tribes. There are a few constants about tribes, one of which is that most tribes have leaders. He claims that all tribes have leaders. These leaders tend to be the people that provoke innovation the most. Let me explain. On page 37, Seth sort of draws a really good conclusion, I think, and he uses the example of a guy named Scott Beale, is how I pronounced it. He's the president, sort of the founder of a website called Laughing Squid. Now, basically this guy, Scott, was at a big electronics conference kind of thing. And now, after the trade show and all of that, there are different parties, conference parties kind of thing. Scott was waiting in line to get into the Google party, which I can imagine is probably the most popular party there. And he got sick of waiting in line, which who hasn't stood outside of a nightclub and been tired of waiting? And so his idea was to go outside and look around. He found an empty bar and then start his own party. Now, how he invited people is where it gets interesting. He just simply posted it on Twitter, sent out mass text, that kind of thing. Before you know it, there was a line outside of this empty bar for people waiting to get into Scott's party. Now, where Seth comes into this is Seth mentions, and one of my favorite lines in this book is that Twitter didn't cause that party. Twitter enabled that party. It was Scott, the guy who started this party. It was his 4 years of investing in people and getting people to follow him. That is what earned his reputation enough for people to come to Scott's party. The back of the book lists 3 very big innovators, tribe leaders, if you will, right off the bat. Steve Jobs, Barack Obama, and John Mayer. Now, the sad thing is, I waited until the night before this is due to do this project. And this time, procrastination pays. Because Steve Jobs has literally just passed away no more than a few hours ago. So it's still breaking news. And I think Steve Jobs' death is one of the biggest job openings for a tribe leader that we will ever see. Another thing I haven't touched on yet is Seth's writing style. It was very strong to me. It's a very blog-like writing style. Seth is a blogger, and you can definitely see that come through in his writing. No chapters, just quick paragraphs with section titles, that kind of thing. And the thing that turned me on to the book is also the thing that turned me off, his writing style. I think it's very opinionated and very strong opinions that are almost abrasive at times. He uses the term heretics as to people who provoke change. There's little things like that that to me just didn't set right, but overall it's a great book. It definitely challenged me in more than one way, and I would highly recommend it. I give Tribes by Seth Godin 4 out of 5 stars, and absolutely pick it up. Andrew, thanks for recommending the book.